Long before a wedding is done, a little boy is born. His world around him rejoices at his birth and his growth. And so is it for a little girl who is ushered into this world and is also the delight of her family. Fast forward to many years later, and then they get married by conducting a wedding. The process of having the wedding of one's dream is what this video is going to be about. In planning your dream wedding, the first thing to take note of is define what you want your wedding to be like. Simple, moderate, or grand. It's important to note that defining it helps you to understand and set in motion how you want the entire thing to play out. Of course, many factors contribute to defining what one's wedding will turn out to be like, ranging from finances to preferences. Some people may have the finances for a grand wedding but may just want a simple wedding, and vice versa, if you know what I mean. So defining whether your wedding is simple or grand will be most often subjective, because what may be simple to couple A may be grand to couple B. Defining what your wedding should be like will also keep you in check and organized. One way to do this is to create a vision board of what you would like it to be like, from your outfits to the number of guests you hope to have, and much more. In defining what you want, you can also make use of the services of wedding consultants, make personal research, or get a part-time wedding planner who can assist you. It is also important not to be pressured to do what you're not comfortable with because you want to impress others. Be mindful that it is your special day and the focus should be on what makes you happy and what pleases God. So, in order to get to the point where you begin to scroll through your album in retrospect to remember your special day, defining what you want is key. What you do not define will not have structure, and a good wedding plan has structure. Hence, sit down and comprehensively map out or envisage what your wedding day will be like. Talking about structure, this leads us to the next point to take note of. Get a wedding notebook. This goes hand in hand with defining what you want your wedding to be like. You need a wedding notebook, which could be a literal notebook or an Excel sheet, and put your thoughts, opinions from each other and from loved ones into writing. Put the details of the different areas you need to tackle, you need to source out, and much more. You cannot possibly put to mind all that you need to plan for, so putting them into writing will go a long way to help you. It is in your notebook that you will note the budget for each aspect of the wedding. It is also very important that from time to time you go through your notebook to know the areas that you have covered or that you still need to take care of. A wedding notebook is one of your best buddies at this time and should always be with you in case you need to check through for anything. You can back up in different areas suitable for you. So it's important for you to take note of this and have that at the back of your mind. Another important tip is to ensure that in areas where you need to check out the quality of things, say the size of the hall, the taste of the flavor of cake you want, and what have you, try to see that you check them out so that you can be certain of getting what you ordered. With regards to the vendors or contributors to the entire wedding plan, it is important to not just choose based on hearsay. Ensure that you get referrals from the right people for the right quality you need. You don't want to hire a videographer just from someone's words and end up getting disappointed years down that you don't have a video of your wedding because there is a mishap somewhere. From your footwear to your decor to your outfit, your photography, food catering, cakes, souvenirs, and much more, ensure that you are getting the right people. The reason for this is so that you can sleep easy at night. One thing you don't want is to be frantic weeks or days before the D-Day. So ensure that you get the right team for your wedding. People who can work with your budget and give you something reasonable and worth it. I'm sure that if you get to hear different people's experiences about their wedding day, one of the leading factors that didn't make them score the entire experience the way they hoped for will be the disappointment they got from not meeting the right vendors or wedding team. Thankfully today we have social media where it is easier to check for amazing vendors who can deliver even beyond what was requested for. You can also read reviews through the comment sections and still get a one-on-one opinion from a reliable client who maybe have made use of their services. So it is very important that you ensure you have a stress-free wedding by getting the right team. At the end of the day, you will be thankful for it. That takes us to the next point, which is that it is very important for you not to sweat the little things. You may not be able to get the exact shade of color you dreamed for your wedding. The closest can later on turn out to be better than you imagined. Don't make it an issue. Lastly, last step to take. Every step of the way you need God's help. Things can turn into your favor as a result of praying. Moreover, you cannot do anything by yourself. You need God's direction for defining what type of wedding you want, for provision to cater for the wedding, small or grand, for selecting the right team, and much more. So this is necessary because whatever you commit to God's care is secure, and you can stand confidently in Him knowing that He will go before you to take charge of all that concerns you. So take note of all these things and be rest assured you will have the wedding of your dreams. I hope that this has inspired you one way or the other. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a blissful wedding planning, and I pray for a blessing-filled marriage in Jesus' name. God bless you. Until next time, stay blessed. Bye.